Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Joke PD, and today I'm going to be reacting to Not Enough by WeI. Oh, it's been a hot minute since I've reacted to WeI. No fault of theirs, I've just been a little out of the loop and haven't kept up. But here we are to check out their latest music video. And I do have very fond memories of WeI. Kim Dong-an and Seokha, always really liked them. I mean, especially Kim Dong-an. Focus was and is probably one of my favorite just songs and music videos that I've reacted to. It was such an exciting. I still remember it to this day. Still one of the more exciting things I've ever reacted to. So I have a fondness for WeI. Let's go ahead and check it out. Very pretty. Very pretty. Sonically. That sounds like Seokha. I still remember his voice. It's got such a interesting vocal tone. Turmoil. You can take my heart. 지워줘도 아직 너를 원해. 너란 꿈속에서 awaken. 기억 속에 멀리. There he is. Wow. Very beautifully lit scene. It's a very pretty music video. Very well color graded. Wow. The background doubling was this song. Grungy guitar sound. Ooh. It's not emo, but it's catering to my emo heart. Wow. You know. Wow. You can take my heart. 지워줘도 아직 너를 원해. 너란 꿈속에서 awaken. 더 기억 속에 멀리. Wow. Who is he? He's an incredible performer. Wow. I really want to pick this one apart. Wow. Okay. First off, I really love the song. The song is very emotional. It is a little grungy, little bit of that emotional rock sound, but wouldn't say it's full on emo. Not what I'm used to when it comes to WeI. Of what I've seen with WeI tends to be it has tended to be much more pop driven stuff or even intense stuff. So that was a very refreshing change of pace. The music video was, I think, a bit of a leap. I'm curious as to how the general public receives this. At first, I did think, ooh, the music video is going for this very grungy visual style. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. I recently reacted to Gravity's Love or Die music video, and it had a similar aesthetic. These kind of music videos are, I think, a pretty tough sell because visually it's not super colorful or saturated. And a music video like that is not necessarily pretty to look at. And so I think the song has to be really good in order to sell something like this. And it also has to be just a really well-made video. One thing that I found to be surprising was just how well color graded the music video was. I don't often really celebrate that too much. Oftentimes like the cinematography is great and the color grading is just, it's like standard, like, oh, it's a pretty music video. But here, especially in the setting, a lot of this is shot in an industrial setting, like worn down buildings, a lot of rust, and stuff like that tends to be just visually not that pleasant to look at. The color grading made it really pop. It was actually very, very beautiful to look at. So I thought that's something that actually stood out to me. Like very notably, the set and the overall aesthetic for the video is very dreary, but it was also very, very bright. Especially one of their indoor dance scenes, I felt in particular was lit extremely well. It was going for a natural lighting aesthetic, but it was definitely not, but it definitely came off that way. And it was very gorgeous. And so and there was a lot going on with like, there was very water driven thing going on with like the cup overflowing. So I kind of want to kind of pick this one apart and see what it's all about. So let's go ahead and check it out again. Does not have subs, so I need to like listen. Such a pretty aesthetic. Again, visually. Okay, so is this the member that stood out to me? Might be. He's like listening to a song, cup spills over, drops, breaks. The ball is also bouncing. This is that turmoil ball. Looking at a bunch of glasses. That cup is broken in the middle. God! Oh! You hear how he says emptiness? Oh, I forgot how good Seokwa is. So when this first started, I was like, that's not Kim Dong-an, was my first thought. And then I was thinking, whoa, he's such a passionate performer. He's so good. And then by the time he shows up the next time, I thought he was so good. There he is. So look at the lighting. Wow. So again, industrial setting, color palette wise, just a lot of neutrals, very, very not pleasing to the eyes. But if you look at the video, it's very pretty to look at. The beams of light, and very specifically, even the color temperature they have it at, the warmer light tone coming in, the colder light tone coming in, and the way it's even color graded to look so natural was so well done on the team's part. But the light beams coming in is, I think, such a very beautiful visual look, and it makes it look like natural lighting. It really comes off that way. It's awesome. Coming upon flat tire, and the engine's not working. Interesting, the line creates like a water line. You can take my heart, I think that's Seokwa hitting the background doubling. I love that. I love how far and echoing his voice sounds. Starting here. Barely audible by then. This is styled so meticulously well. This is such a pretty music video. The soft approach to this song, especially vocally, interesting touch. Oh, so beautiful. The choreo is so beautiful too. I love him. I remember him now. I remember him in the white suit. Wow. Damn. It's been a couple years, but damn, I remembered. Ooh, in the dark light, or not even the dark light. It looks like more like the light is fading. Wow. Not enough. Even thematically, it feels like a lot of emotional overload. It feels overwhelming. And perhaps the water is symbolic. A lot of the water cups are full, or at least towards the end. And especially the way they lead into the bridge. Seokwa's very gentle. And then the big gust of emotion from the guitar, not even from their vocals, really makes it feel like like they're kind of drowning, like they're suffocating, they're overwhelmed. And I like that. It's a very, very nuanced song and very nuanced production, and kind of reminds me of High Key's comeback last year. They had a song called Let It Burn. Reminds me a little bit of Let It Burn in that it's a little bit more alternative rock driven. I think rather than that one, that was more na 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 na. It's a little bit more got a catchy sway to it. Here, it's way more emotional. They're not going for a typical pop structure. And I would say they're not even going for a pop structure at all. I think that's actually one of my biggest draws of it. I think in terms of like the broad spectrum of WeI songs, I wouldn't even say that this is probably even my favorite WeI song. But you know what? I think this is going to be the WeI song that I probably wind up listening to the most. It's really, really just well composed. It's really well made. And I think the fact that it's not trying to be a catchy pop structure is what makes it so refreshing and will make me listen to it more, want to lean towards listening to it more, just because I listen to so many pop structured songs. Not just because of the deviation, but also because of the emotional cathartic release that Not Enough gives. And so I enjoyed it a lot. I would say the big strength of this music video is the fact that the music video, while utilizing a lot of a natural visual aesthetic and a grungy, kind of visually dirty industrial setting aesthetic, is a very gorgeous looking music video. It's extremely well lit. I think the gaffer work is actually exquisite. The color grading is also really, really gorgeous. There's a sort of beauty in the dreariness. And I think they find a very, very gorgeous middle ground for the visual cinematography and aesthetics. So it's not something you see often. And I think the music video while there's not such a particular understanding I have of what they're going for, I would say that I get the at least base emotional feeling. I get the feeling and I feel the pain, and whether it's Seokwa looking in the mirror and it breaking or the water overflowing and the cups overflowing, I really relate to a lot of the emotions that it's evoking. And, kind of the point of music at the end of the day is to make you feel something. And rather than making me feel excited, rather than making me feel like, oh my God, that's such a catchy song, it actually just made me feel something. It moved me. Um, there was a very relatable, like there was a very relatable moment I had watching this, especially that last shot of Dong'an sitting there as the light fades. That just I saw myself in him in that moment. That I think really comes through, and really careful uh, producing in both the musical sense and the video sense. And so I just want to really compliment them and say, like, amazing job. I felt moved. Guys, I want to know, did you feel what I felt watching this music video? For me, maybe Eyes done this before, but it was very much a huge change of pace. And to come back to Eye after all this time and to hear a song like that and to see a music video like that, it was really, really refreshing. It was very moving. And I felt something. And I feel like I want I feel like everyone else who's going to watch this hopefully will feel the same thing, but I think they will. I think I can't quite place what it is about the music video. I think it would take many more rewatches and like just a straight up thorough breakdown of this video to really get like why it's so relatable, whether it's the smaller scenes of Dong'an sitting in the trunk, just kind of just singing, Seokwa looking in the mirror, or them standing on top of the car. Whatever it is, like these brief moments that really trigger these emotions, I think comes from like the very careful directing. And I want to know what you guys felt when you watched this. Would love to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think of the song? As I said, I don't know if this is new or not in terms of tone, but what do you guys think of this style and this aesthetic for Eye? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my reaction to Eye's Not Enough. If there's anything else from Eye that I've missed, you think I would enjoy, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to support the channel, remember, you can always like this video down below. You can also subscribe. I'm going to have a button for you over there. Also, on the top right of the screen, I'm going to have a bunch of other videos that you can watch and check out. So if you want to support the channel for free, best way to do so. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in another reaction. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.